Navigating life, especially as a younger guy, can be very confusing, especially because of all the things trying to get our attention, all the different influences and whatnot. But I think certainly one of the things that has helped me to navigate life a lot better is having just the mindset to accept life as it is and not imagining it being a different way, in a way that just doesn't solve the problem, that doesn't like fix anything. What I mean by this is that there's guys who experience this messed up situation and it can genuinely be like something messed up. You know, whether someone you love passes, you know, it's a breakup that hurts a lot, or, you know, you try something, you invested a lot of your time and resources into something and it doesn't work out the way that you expected it. Like there are like those events in life that happens, and something that a lot of, I guess, immature mind does is that you just go to complaining. You want to, you know, curse God, life, or, you know, the system, whatever it is, for being the way that it is. And I used to be that way, certainly. You know, bad things would happen. Like, for example, when my mom passed in elementary school, I was very upset with pretty much everything. And yeah, it sucked at the time, going through the grieving process and whatever. But looking back on it, even if it sounds messed up, like, it was a blessing because I chose to use it as a blessing. I chose to accept reality. I mean, the event taught me a lot about reality. And, you know, that's what I hope I can help other guys to do when they're going through like these messed up situations in life or whatever. Things aren't going the way that they want it to. You've got to accept reality for what it is. Basically, this means, one, don't complain for the things that happen to you in life, because it's not going to help you in any real way. It's just, I mean, I know complaining, you know, it seems good because, you know, you feel good in the moment. You know, maybe you can complain to others and like get something off your chest or whatever, but it doesn't actually fix the situation. The best thing, at least in my opinion, that you can do is accept reality, accept whatever thing has happened, and use it to your advantage. Like, there's a lot of things that people would consider bad, but nothing in life is objectively like bad or good. It's only, you know, our thinking that, you know, makes it seem so. If you choose to, you can see something as an advantage. Like, for example, you know, with my mother passing, yeah, you can see it as a terrible thing. Oh, God is this, and, you know, life is messed up, life is unfair, or whatever. But you can see it as a blessing. Like, oh, well, you know, now I can appreciate life more. Now I can appreciate the family that I do have, and like appreciate how like fragile life is, and like health or whatever. You know, a lot of these different lessons could come from it. And that's like using whatever it is to your advantage. Or say something bad happens, maybe you get laid off a job or whatever. You could say, oh, you know, screw this boss, screw the system or whatever, you know, life is unfair and whatever. But you could also see it as an opportunity. You could see it as a plus. Like, you know what, I really didn't even like that job. Now that I've, you know, been laid off, now I have the opportunity to find something that more aligns with me. Maybe I can, you know, go out and start a business and like side hustle so that I don't have to deal with all this, you know, BS that comes with like being a 9-to-5. Like, you can see how taking whatever situation that may have seemed bad, accepting it for what it is, and then using that to your advantage. That is such a big superpower that you can use. It's like, even with AI, you know, a lot of people were scared. A lot of people still are scared about like what's, you know, happened with AI. Like, it could, you know, end the human race or whatever, and, you know, be laid off jobs or whatever. Yeah, all that stuff could happen. Accept reality for what it is and try your best to, you know, make the best outcome happen. There's so many different things that you can do. It's just the worst thing you can do generally is complaining, because one, nobody wants to hear that shit. No one wants to hear you complain. If you've ever been around someone who is like constantly complaining about something, you know how annoying it is to be around like that type of person. No one wants to hear it. And it's not going to do anything for you anyway. So, you know, you may have those thoughts to yourself, but instead of complaining, try to immediately figure out how can I accept this right now for what it is? How can I use whatever this event is to my advantage? Because again, if you have that kind of mindset, it can really push you further. There's ton of events that will happen to you in life that other people would have taken a certain way. Whether you try something and it fails, a lot of people, when they experience failure, they think, oh, this isn't for me, I'm going to go try and do something else because, I'm not good at this, I'm a failure, whatever. And they use whatever those experiences are to like beat themselves up and pretty much have this learned helplessness. But if you can take your failures and use it to your advantage, like, oh, I failed at this, but I can learn something from it, and now I can do better the next time I try something similar to this, or like, I can learn a lesson. There's so much value in being able to accept reality and using it to your advantage. Again, it's a part of maturing, and I just think it's a mindset that as a young guy, it's been super helpful to adopt, because there's so many advantages I have now just because of like the mindset. Like, I don't know if you know this or not, mindset accounts for a lot of like what happens in life, because events are neutral. Things happen to everybody. It's what you do, it's what kind of beliefs, what kind of mindset you have once those things come to you that determines what you're ultimately going to do. There's so many different examples I could give you. Like, there is the guy who, tries to cold approach a girl, he gets rejected, and now he becomes black-pilled. He's like, oh, well, I can never, like, have, I don't know, I'm going to be an incel for the rest of my life or some bullshit like that. And because of that, now, like, the quality of his, like, dating life is going to be so bad just because of like the mindset that he has. Be able to protect your mindset, have a mindset or beliefs that work in your favor, and be able to accept reality for what it is. Stop complaining about life. I know it's a very seductive thing to do, but it's not going to help you. It's not going to help anyone around you. Just accept things for what they are. Try to use it to your advantage. Hope this helps.